It don't miss. It don't miss. It don't miss. Hey guys and gals, Gaming T here, and today, once again, we're back with another reaction video. Guys and gals, before we even start this video off, let me just say, if you see any random jumps, if you see any random cuts, that means I'm probably coughing in that edited out part. Yeah, boy's a little sick, but we can gloss all over that, guys and gals, because this is what we really here for. The Blade and Buffy fight. I don't know who Buffy is. Honestly, I thought it was Barbie when I first looked at it. I'm not even gonna lie, I saw the blonde hair and immediately just had that vision. And it weirded me out a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie, I was into it either way. But now knowing it's some vampire slayer, wait, yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it has me a little curious on the backstory. But guys and gals, go in the description down below, see the original video, go to Death Battle, support them up a little bit. They make too many good Death Battle videos to not get good support nowadays. They got 6.34 mil. I'm trying to surpass that, so also like and subscribe on my videos too. I'm not gonna lie, it helps out. But besides that, guys and gals, original video, like I said, is in the description down below. Check it out for yourself, excuse me, and let's get it in.
Yeah.
Blade versus Buffy.
The Daywalker versus the Vampire Slayer.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Boomstick.
Analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. They are known by many names: Revenant, Vortala, Nosferatu.
Vampires. When the moon is out and the night is young.
Oh my
Demons are out for blood.
Fitting then that the greatest foe of those who stalk the night is the one who can walk the day.
A gangbanger. Ew, what's that outfit?
His costume.
Hang on.
Yo, what's that fit?
Now there's a man who doesn't file his taxes. Blade is one of the coolest superheroes ever, and basically kickstarted the comic book movie craze.
And yet, he is also seemingly the only one who knows or cares that in the world of Marvel, vampires exist.
Yeah.
Seriously, nobody
Wait, the only
knows
one?
this.
Blade doesn't need anyone's help. He'll just aura farm by himself.
Even Blade's birth was hardcore. Just as the young Eric Brooks' mother was in labor, her attending doctor turned out to be the
A vampire?
Deacon Frost.
And he drank her blood right before she gave birth.
This infused Eric with Frost's vampiric blood, turning him half human, half vampire.
That's so random.
Here.
Giving him a ton
Wait.
of baby powers, but none of their weaknesses like...
Wait, so if I get my blood sucked on by a vampire, she's nutting in me? That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
Under the tutelage of vampire hunter Jamal Afari, sharpening him into a blade that would rape the vampire plague for good.
Wait, no, because it just gave him the genetics. She was already pregnant. She was already pregnant. It just helped him gain the powers of a vampire. Oh.
Cyclops' light speed up.
I was about to say.
And his Kevlar DuPont armor helped him tank the top of Count Von Stadt's castle exploding.
He can heal small wounds immediately and sniff out the supernatural with his hypersenses. Also, his fangs can drain his victims of magical energies.
That's
After
sweet.
studying the ways of Hong Kong Kung Fu movies, Blade became a master martial artist. Ah yes, the Rufus from Street Fighter School of Kung Fu.
While the only martial art he's been stated to know is Krav Maga, we know he's mastered more. So for the full scope of his martial arts ability, we'll examine the Blade movies as performed by Wesley Snipes.
By looking at Snipes' training and choreography, we know Blade uses Kung Fu, Capoeira, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Eskrima, Kickboxing, Shotokan Karate, and Hapkido. Add on Blade's knack for stealthy takedowns, and I guess you could call him Marvel's Batman.
Blade's
You're not wrong.
progressed smoothly until Afari was attacked and had his blood drained by Dracula. Seriously, Avengers, Dracula is real. Why aren't you doing anything about this? He's right there.
Forced to murk his surrogate dad, Blade would have to wage his war alone.
Nursing a wound within him that would never heal. A hole that could never be filled.
Not with that attitude. Blade took a page out
That
of the
really
book
is a
of
good
Boba
question,
Fett and
though.
tried filling
But
the hole with every kind of weapon imaginable.
you never know. Maybe Blade the only one that can sniff him out.
Handguns, assault rifles, and explosives make up the brunt of his firepower.
'Cause they do use magic.
Up close and personal with his dual acid-etched titanium katana.
Speaking of glorious Nippon steel, he's got a sword made out of adamantium.
Specifically,
Adamantium?
secondary adamantium, a variant of the metal that is mass-producible.
It may not
Oh,
be
okay.
as strong as Cap's shield, but it can cut right through heavy hitters like Ultron and the Hulk.
Naturally,
I was about to say, when he get that?
Can slice through magical enchantments. The word sword can harm intangible demons, and the Justiciar can slay fallen angels.
Yeah, he's got some weird stuff he can pull out of his ass.
Oh.
Like a Hellfire shotgun. that
Oh, so he a
burns
demon
souls,
himself,
or
okay.
Filled with vampire
Okay.
blood.
He got an arsenal.
Kinda dumb to turn people into vampires, but it does make them more vulnerable to Blade's arsenal.
All that pales in
True.
comparison to the arch weapon of hell in Blade's possession, the breathing gun. It is a living firearm that hisses in the presence of demonic forces. Its sentient bullets chase its victims down. The wounds they cause cannot be healed.
Oh, so that shit an automatic headshot.
They'll slowly devour you from the inside out. They can even hurt Hell Lords and even greater threats like the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Blade
Damn.
he had and fought his one-man war for almost 100 years.
He's battled hordes of vampires while skydiving, infiltrated the Pentagon, and even took on Spider-Man like Miles Morales, who could absorb the energy of a bomb that could destroy Harlem.
He even fought with Miles Morales.
Spirit of Vengeance, Zarathos.
And while he occasionally allied with teams like the Avengers, he prefers to work alone.
I probably would too if they only cared about me when I was helping them and not ridding the world of, you know,
Vampires.
That, and Blade is scared of what he might do if he loses control, because he does have one classic vampire weakness, a thirst for blood.
Oh yeah, how did he get through that?
So after he had a daughter, Brielle, whom he avoided for fear of endangering her. If his bloodlust does overwhelm him, he will enter a berserker rage, skyrocketing his strength at the cost of his sanity.
Though it does make him even better at killing vamps. He's made a cottage industry out of whooping Dracula's ass.
Dracula is unsurprisingly powerful, capable of summoning a thunderstorm that covered all of Boston with a wave of his hand.
Drac apparently didn't hold a grudge though, since he eventually made Blade the sheriff of Vampirsk, a vampire
What?
in the ruins of Chernobyl.
Amazingly,
That's so
Dracula has
crazy.
even Blade some of his own blood, which allows him to shapeshift into multiple forms, like a wolf, a horde of bats, or a cloud of mist.
Damn, got the enemies giving us
Inside your body
upgrades.
and blow you up from the inside out, Ant-Man style.
What is with you with the Ant-Man? Blade's hatred of vampires is only matched by his hatred of himself. However, when Brielle showed signs of vampiric powers, Blade finally found a reason to reconnect with his daughter, training her the same way Afari trained him a century prior.
Even after Blade was possessed by the first vampire ever and tried to take over the planet, Brielle put her dad's teachings to the test, saving both him and the world.
And proving that Blade's lonely war need not be so lonely anymore. With his daughter at his side, and also this plant creature pet called Boy Thing, let Marvel's
Boy
vampires
Thing?
beware. For should they indulge their unnatural urges,
That's Swamp
they will be
Thing?
sure to meet their end at the tip of his blade.
That's just a ripoff of his Swamp Thing. What the heck? How about so?
In every generation, there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She
Oh my god,
is
they're
the
bald.
Thousands of years, a new
How you know
slayer
they're
was granted
vampires?
incredible powers and was destined to die young in battle against evil, passing their powers on to the next slayer and the next, and so on. That is, until the newest slayer would change everything. Buffy and Summers.
Not exactly the first girl you'd think is the savior of humanity.
Not the name I think would be of the savior of humanity either, but this one we got.
Marry Christian Slater and die.
But that would all change when the Watcher Merrick appeared and revealed her destiny.
Like, total bummer.
Merrick trained Buffy in the arts of vampire slaying, and she became so efficient that she burned down her school.
What?
Forcing her and her mom to move
That's
to
not very
California
efficient.
to start a new life, far away from any more bloodsuckers and bad makeup.
Unfortunately, small problem, Sunnydale just so happened to
Just
be
hope she
right
don't get
on
sued
top
for
of
stuff
a
like
hill
that.
where the boundary between Earth and Hell is permeable.
Ooh,
Yeah, that
hentai
sounds
tentacles.
Like the valley, all right. Along with new Watcher Giles, Wallflower
What is
Willow,
that? What did I
part-time
just
bad
see?
Boy, part-time sad boy Angel, magical retcon sister Dawn, and Xander.
The guy she likes, I assume?
Buffy and her Scooby Gang would battle a never-ending series of monsters.
And we mean truly never-ending. Sure, there's the TV show, but Buffy has also been slaying vampires across video games, comics, and 128 novels. Tens of thousands of pages of Buffy lore you've never heard of.
But we're just crazy enough to speed
I'm on the fact they call her a vampire hunter. That's probably what she's most known for. But with the damn Goliath worms, the hentai tentacle wielding behemoths under the ground, I feel like she should be called a little something else. I'm not sure.
Oh, Buffy carries a variety of anti-vampire weaponry. There's wooden stakes, of course, sometimes dipped in gorgon venom that can turn you to stone. Though she's also experienced with axes, swords, quarterstaffs, holy water, just about anything.
You said it! When she fought an ancient demon unable to be killed by any weapon forged in his time, Buffy introduced his stupid ass to the 20th century.
She's also a master of Aikido, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, karate, kung fu, wushu, tai chi, kendo, capoeira, and taekwondo.
Buffy apparently thinks Hong Kong's kung fu movie masters could learn a thing or two.
No kidding. Thanks to her Slayer senses, her reflexes are fine-tuned enough to dodge close-range Gatling gun fire, lightning bolts from the sky, and even beams of light. She's kept up with another Slayer, Faith, who can dodge laser beams from point-blank range.
Buffy's strong enough to bend rebar, punch this 4.5-ton bat monster into the air, and smash hard enough to tear apart a building.
Golly.
Armor, she can survive massive explosions.
Her riot gang gotta go crazy. She gotta be slimming back down with 10,000
But
pounds.
if she is injured, she heals fast enough to be totally fine by the next episode.
One time, Angel sucked out almost all of the blood from her body, and she survived. Doubly impressive since Angel's blood draining also drains magical energy.
Yeah, Buffy's own
Oh,
magic
sweet.
makes her weirdly resilient
Similar to
to
Blade.
esoteric attacks, like when she expelled this misty shadow demon trying to possess her body, or when she resisted her soul being ripped apart and scattered across time.
Or that time she jumped
What?
into a vat of boiling liquid so hot it could reduce people to skeletons.
That shit's so crazy it got me
She
coughing.
might not show physical scars, but she sure has emotional ones. Being the Slayer put a huge burden on Buffy's life.
Unable
Yeah,
to
I
live
would assume.
normally, she felt isolated, forced to internalize the trauma she faced on a daily basis. Sure, she had friends, but they couldn't understand her unique struggle.
Like when Angel turned evil after he took her virginity and tried to destroy the world. That must be one of those metaphors.
Sometimes the worst enemies are the ones you can't fight and who don't fight back.
Made even worse by her having all the memories of the other Slayers bouncing around in her head.
Oh,
dating
that
back
is
to the
terrible.
Stone Age.
Buffy has dreamt of every battle a Slayer has ever fought, and can call upon those skills in a fight, even subconsciously.
But this
So she like the
includes
Avatar,
memories of their
a little
deaths.
bit.
Countless women violently dying young. A reminder of her inevitable fate.
A fate that came to pass when she fought the Hell God Glory. After leaping into Glory's reality-ending interdimensional hole,
Just say glory hole.
if you will.
Exactly.
sacrificed herself to save the universe, dying a hero's death.
It appears
For now?
my glory hole joke was poorly timed.
Finally freed of her unfair earthly responsibilities, Buffy's soul ascended to heaven in perfect bliss. Until her friends brought her back to life in the agony of existence!
Huh? Okay.
This
I might have been pissed if people
absolutely
bring her back.
crushed Buffy, and ironically, annihilated her will to live.
Oh, that's rough, Buffy. But with the show
Like, why'd they bring her back?
seasons, she had to nut up and continue her endless crusade against all things Spirit Halloween.
Buffy's battled for 48 hours straight, defeated vampires immune to traditional vampiric weaknesses, and destroyed the Sword of Sano, which caused the Great Hanshin earthquake.
And of course, both Buffy and her friends have defeated countless immensely powerful demons.
Like the Queller Demon, which arrived as a meteor and caused the Tunguska explosion, which destroyed over 2,000 square kilometers of forest. Or the Sorrow Demon, which caused a storm that blanketed Los Angeles.
She's also a match for Angel, who survived a blast that could rupture a continental shelf, and took hits from Whistler, whose magic contained a bomb that could vaporize London.
She even faced off against the first evil, literally the embodiment of all evil that predates reality itself.
Forced into battles against stronger and stronger baddies, Buffy clearly needed something to even the odds. The Slayer safe.
It's actually a bardiche.
Yeah, whatever.
What is
I'm
that?
just gonna say it. This thing is bullshit.
Oh, what the heck? It's a battle axe.
Created to defeat ancient demons. The scythe can
I don't know if Blade got it. I don't know if Blade got it. I'm still rooting for him though.
Magic, even space itself, destabilizing reality in the process.
Even Silas, the devourer of worlds. Kinda like Galactus, but instead of chomping on planets, he eats the multiverse. And
Damn.
goes his head.
The scythe is easily the most powerful tool in her arsenal. In effect, attaining it completed Buffy, as though it were a piece of her she never knew was missing. With the scythe, Buffy was finally whole. Being the Slayer was no longer a burden, but a purpose.
And by sharing her Slayer powers with thousands of girls around the world, they all teamed up and kicked the first evil's ass.
Suddenly, the always isolated Buffy had thousands of shoulders to lean on, a sisterhood of Slayers.
And thousands more reasons for any
Why are they all blonde?
conqueror to stay away
Oh, never
from
mind.
Earth. Because unless you want to get your blood all over her stylish yet affordable boots, you'll steer clear of Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
Okay, so before we even get into this fight, I'm not gonna lie, she got a buttload of bullshit on her. I ain't never heard of Buffy before today, and it seemed like she could definitely whip some cheeks, whip some ass. I ain't even know. So it's gonna be a little embarrassing if Blade does lose. But just like any other character, bro, it don't matter to me if they win or lose. I'm still rooting for Blade. He got that.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a live-action death
The
battle!
battle. Oh, the Marvel Rivals. Let's go, let's go. Oh nah, those vampires taking women. Oh, it's a vampire bar? Yeah, that's a vampire bar right here. Everybody looking for some neck meat.
Long before they had a name for kings. But now, starved, hunted, forgotten. You have waited long enough.
I don't know about that hairstyle.
Tonight, we remember who we were.
But let's rock this shit, Blade. Let's show 'em my blades.
What was always ours. Tonight, we feast.
Daywalker.
And she is just the start.
Sweet. Oh, so he just turning it up. Okay. So she gonna help him or just fight against him? Yep, catch it. Okay, yo, the choreography kind of hard. Give that bit a suplex slam. Splash blood. Oh, he just accepted fate. Oh, he just accepted fate. You good? They got that solar flare action. Oh.
Wait!
This is where the confrontation steps in. Because they both have different morals on, you know, when people turn into vampires.
She was just a kid!
And she didn't know. I can't skip the action. Wait, doesn't Blade have more experience? Come on, Blade. Lock in, lock in. Don't let this blind. Ah, you out your damn mind. Yeah, get that bitch us early. Get that girl us early. Whoa. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I know the second phase isn't coming. Oh. Damn. She's strong with it. She's strong with it.
Amateur hour.
So I was some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill.
Wow. Okay, hit that reference. Oh, he's not destroying the glasses on purpose. He's throwing it back. It don't miss! It don't miss! It don't miss! We got blades. This might be bad. That shit could cut through that probably. You gotta be careful.
Sword!
I see you cut through adamantium.
Okay, he can stand his ground. That's good. Oh, oh. Come on, Blade. Oh, let's show him what more than 100 years of experience can do. In this shit, Blade. In this shit, Blade. No, you're not getting no resonance. Nah, Blade, this look too crazy. Give it everything. Come on, Blade, lock in. Oh, he tried to block. It cut through the sword and him. Okay. I can accept this. Blade, is it really over?
It's like
Nah, she about to put him on. No.
ahead of yourself.
KO! To be Blade tenured no longer. I'm surprised. I figured with Blade's many years of comic book history, he'd have the edge.
Believe it or
Damn.
not, Buffy is actually in more comics than Blade.
Really? Man, Blade can't catch a break.
Let's break this down into 4 categories. First up, stats. Buffy's lifted much heavier things and survived more significant explosions.
Like, sure, Blade's strong and all, but he isn't literally fucking buildings apart like Buffy.
Scaling to the monsters they fought, compare Dracula creating a storm that covered Boston to the Sorrow Demon creating a storm that covered Los Angeles, a city over 5 times larger. You might be able to compare Blade to Spider-Man like Miles, who absorbed a bomb that could blow up Harlem, but that's significantly weaker than Whistler containing a blast that could wipe out London. They could
Exactly.
dodge light
I'm looking at her feet and she got it.
the overall edge in stats.
Blade's used to being the odd man out, though, so his versatility is just as important.
With Blade's numerous powers and massive arsenal, he certainly could have overwhelmed the more straightforward Buffy.
Machine guns and magic swords are generally gonna beat out crossbows and morning stars. Not to mention, he actually wears armor.
Also, Blade's faster healing factor and immunity to traditional vampire weaknesses kept Buffy on the back foot for a time. Blade wins versatility.
But when it comes to skill, Buffy's got plenty of experience fighting armed opponents barehanded.
Both of them were masters of a similar number of martial arts.
And Blade has been kicking vampire ass for a century, way longer than Buffy's even been alive.
Exactly.
They have more personal experience. Buffy's ability to draw on Slayer battles dating back to the Stone Age, at least 40 times older than Blade, gives her the superior skill. Even then, they both had weapons and abilities so powerful they could end the fight instantly, regardless of all else.
They're trump cards. Fortunately for Buffy, she actually countered almost all of what Blade could throw at her.
Withstanding Blade draining her energy with his bite? Check.
Resisting the Hellfire shotgun destroying her soul? Check.
Preventing Blade turning to mist and exploding her from the inside out? Check.
Meanwhile, Blade had no way to survive, say, Buffy's Gorgon venom turning him to stone.
And even with the deadly and just plain gross breathing gun, Blade did not have anything as potent as the Slayer sight. It
Yep.
could easily deflect the breathing gun's bullets back at him, or use its space-cutting ability to slice through his unbreakable adamantium sword.
Don't believe us? Even Wolverine's adamantium skeleton was cut in half when a portal closed on top of him. That's the same kind of thing.
And Wolverine's beta
Wait,
adamantium
what?
skeleton is a much tougher
Isn't that a little different?
Oh, and since the Scythe could
It's a
kill
portal.
Silas, a multiverse devouring god, I think you could take down Blade with a big enough swing.
giving Buffy the final advantage over the Daywalker.
I really thought Blade had a chance, but Buffy sure put a damn fear on things.
The winner is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Alright, she got it.
Time on.
Alright, she got it. Yeah, she got it. And I can't say too much because even at the beginning, I'm like, golly, she got feet. She got feet on feet. I ain't know Blade can handle all that. But Blade, he could have possibly used the gun to a better advantage by just spraying all around. Because then she had to swirl around and, you know, have to be careful. Except that would be kind of obvious that the gun doesn't need to make contact with you, right? But he could have acted it off a little bit, like, stay back, and then have them shits just come back, boom, 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 boom. But shoot, Blade did his thing though. I like the actors in this; they did great. They did great. Can't lie, the actor with Blade, he did his thing. That hairstyle kind of crazy to me though, but it looked good enough, I guess, right? Anyway, guys and gals, I do hope you all like, subscribe, and enjoy this wonderful video. And if you did like, subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell right by subscribing, get my notifications for next. So yeah, of course. Besides that, guys and gals, don't forget the original video description down below, where you can go and support that battle personally by hitting the like on their video as well, just like I have. Because guys and gals, they, once again, let me say, they make some quality content like me. But besides that, guys and gals, I'm Gaming T, aka GT. See you guys and gals later.